Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warrior LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warrior LTV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I say? You see, set the path for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all. Yes, sir. Greetings once again, brothers and sisters. In the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, and all things good and wonderful amongst us and about us. See, welcome viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe. I'm going to go to the platform. Quick story. You know, say, all me have my locks for my head. This, all me have my locks for my head. I never vision His Majesty. When I cut my locks, my vision His Majesty, you know. On a good note still, on a good vibes, you know what I say? With them not gonna further into the details, but was a brilliant vibes. And what more the item pay attention to again is mental health around the item and the item loved ones, because it real, you know, and think about it. Earlier you catch it, the cheaper and the easier it is for treat. You know, see, we know say in our Jamaica we might have the resource and thing like that for deal with it, like the bigger states them, the bigger country them abroad deal with it and thing like that. But nonetheless, you know, try catch it from early and see what can happen. Yeah, but I wanna upon the gun law we are talking about, the new Thai gun law in Jamaica, Rasta. You see it. It aggressive, seeing, but I'll show you something in England and IRS far more. Well, when I see Jamaica Thai gun, it just come out, so we don't see it in a practicality yet. So I could see what go on and how, you know, what the threshold is like, you know, see it and you know, and the punishment, well, the punishment is already described. Or may I explain the England thing, China way, for going to Jamaica? Should I do the other way around? Because Jamaica we did. I could deal with Jamaica. See, in Jamaica, you see, with Thai gun and thing like that, we look on it, say, you know, the answer the youth them. Look up yourself, Epiceva. I don't know if you watch them things still, but yeah, I pay attention to your thing. Well entertaining and thing. You see it, and that's how I get that inspiration. Yeah. Epiceva over Facebook in the mail mostly. The youth they were making mouth look AI and him can copy anybody and follow them. You see the lip sync word for word, same way like him actually attack. You see, him attacking, you know, but me I say the recording, you know, where my voice over, you see it, yeah. See, so the thing about Jamaica, the concern with Jamaica, and why I man not really have no great opposition. But I have no opposition to the new law. See, what I man is just we want to know the depths and breadth of where it go. And a double standard thing. And the first thing we'll touch upon is how them reach the island. You see, we have the same problem in Britain without them reach. See, it's not a problem because people can buy them online and them get them posted. You can get even gun, the one them where them block it from fire. And that most of the youth them usually buy back in the day and reboard them. See? And put in firing pin or something like that, and you know, and have them aware. Them usually have some little defects and things like that still, but fact is how them get them. Them usually, you know, buy them abroad, buy them through the post and things like that, buy them online. You know, see, and them usually come. But now them can get the proper made one them more regularized on the street these days more than they all reboard them. Them still there, but you know, the the factory made one them I get more popular, you know. You know, see. Now, you can get the tie gun them same way, through the same sources and things like that in a Britain. You know, see. But the law surrounding them is serious. You have the little BB gun them, you can only fire BB. You know, most of them are plastic and things like that. You have the metal one them too, but them now have the, like you know, them never produced that way there for converting in any way, shape or form for fire rate bullet and things like that. And the mechanism is far weaker anyway. You know, like the structure, yeah, structurally it's far weaker. I don't think it definitely can't manage the explosive power of the real thing. Them especially for that. See? But the BB one, them nonetheless, them look real. See it? So what the government do with them one day is that's from in your position, it have to in the case where for you travel with it or move around with it, have to in the case where it covered like that. See? You can't be seen with it by anybody. Nobody. Because somebody call the police and things like that. And so we will measure the standard with Jamaica by what I said right here now. You see, somebody see you with that, they will call the police and say them see a man with a gun. And armed police are come for you. And them now come knock like right here. They will come get loud excitement and right here. You know, see it. And you can't shift or go on like you want move so like a funny way because them come with the intention says a gun you have. See, person will call report seeing you with a gun because it look real. See, now when them come and find you with that, they will charge you for a gun, just like any gun. See, now the authority behind the charge is that it's how you make the person will see you with it feel. Them feel threatened, them think it's a gun. Whether them did coward yes or no, it no matter. Enough for them mind is a gun them see. See? So the moment you make somebody see you with a tie like that in a Great Britain, you get gun charge fee. A gun you get charged for. Not tie gun. You see, gun sentence and everything. Again, you know, you have certain mitigating circumstance regarding, you know, how you get what you did do with it at the time when the person see you with it and things like that. It's worse if you knowingly make somebody see it like that, you know, and be threatening and them because where it's worse, the judge now have no mercy or get slapped with. See? Yeah, but if probably you go about your way with it and I go around yourself, go do something with it, like go shoot two baby, run at the back of your yard and somebody see you with it and you never see the person or anything like that, you know, that can be considered as a, you know, the mitigating consideration when it comes to sentencing, but nonetheless you get sentenced. You see, now when it comes to tie gun, see, tie gun have a mark, them have a colored, or else it's not considered a tie anymore. You know, it have a bright yellow, green, purple, and all them sort of thing there. And in a lot of cases, if it's black, like the muzzle part, out of the little mouth where whatever propellant come from, have to be colored. See? And usually bright orange where everybody can see it, or red. See, so well, a lot of time when people see a black looking firearm looking thing in your hand, as long as the red thing up on the front of it like that were visible, if the police come and at that you have, I mean, I think the case done right there. So because if you find that upon the person, yeah, it's an indication that that is a tie. See, so nobody know, it unlikely, you know, that's now the balance of probability come into play. What are the probabilities that something like that would have frightened anybody, you know? So you don't know, it's a gray area, and more than likely it fall in favor of the possessor, the person who have it in them possession. See? Now that work remarkably in Britain. Not just that. Seeing because it works as a great deterrent from possessing firearm, being seen with a firearm and things like that, even if it's real. You get to me and say, just know from somebody who said, and I one thing with Britain, people glad for say them see. It's not like Jamaica or America where you hear about rat and all. But nah. You don't see it over here, them call them curtain twitcher. You see it as soon as you hear something out the door sound unusual. Curtain, be a curtain. Every curtain on the road fly and everybody will look. You see it because again the incentive behind that is that these people might come on TV. Yeah, again an interview say, yeah, I was the one who called the police, I saw it and I go and yeah, it's like a movie moment for them. They record that and have that forever. Come on TV, on the occasion that them come on TV. You know, see it? So all of these elements have to be, considered when one's intend to possess a firearm and things like that. Now in a Jamaica case, first I have to observe the Chinaman them where bring it in. You know, see, because them now, and I like say, well, it a come to a stream straight. It's highly unlikely say people a get them there for buy on the internet and things like that. See, man, them a ship them in, carry them go stack them in a shop and them go wear there. That's possession as well, regardless. You see, obviously, the threat is that behind it. You get me? Because I'm there on display for sale and things like that. You know? I mean, there might be a gray area there, so where the judge or the police consider, say, it's not intended, the possession is not intended to create that threat that would have constituted, possession with intent or anything like that. You know, see, but possession nonetheless, see, the only thing, the intent behind that possession is for sale. You know, again, I mean, it's a gray area, and if in any case, the burden of blame definitely upon the shopkeeper, because he might be on display, and that as well punishment for the shopkeeper or for the supplier would act as a deterrent. One of the heaviest deterrent, because if you not get it for ship it in the island, the youth them can't get it for possess. You know, see, so if you know say it's illegal for the youth them possess it and you sell them it, again, you becomes a supplier of a contraband. See? Now, the difference and the reason why I might not have much to say regarding this gun thing, this Thai gun thing in Jamaica, is because you have to watch the motivation of today's gunman and things like that. See, and there are many factors to add to that. Jamaica is more deprived of resources and resources for the youth them. Valid resources, effective resources that would have acted as deterrent from evolving from a Thai gun to the real one later on. You know, see, education is lacking, limited role models as well are, lacking, and more so the role models are in the form of a gunman more. I mean, equally with the family, the father, and bigger brothers, and so on these days in Jamaica, because again, like we said, there is a privilege behind it, being a gunman or, being able to possess firearm and things like that in Jamaica. We kind of phrase get a privilege over yassa. See, these little privileges in the ghetto come with being one of these type of men. See, no denying that. See, so it acts as a motivator as well to the youth them. Seeing and practice, getting familiar and things like that with the nature of firearms, having a firearm, and you know them one there, tie firearm will look real, look, you know, you can't wait for hold the real one, fire the real one, or own the real one. See, this is the reality in a Jamaica. See, so it need that level of deterrence from having the whole developing the whole intention for own and shoot and them sort of thing. That's what we say a go on and them, you know, them level of unconscionable firearm use and thing like that in a Jamaica. You see, so I'm gonna really have very much to say regarding that. What would I like to know is if there are, you know, accompanying factors that would have make it into a crime or you know, the sentence, you know, is there anything to consider in terms of judge's direction and thing like that when there are sentences? There a sentencing guideline, a different guideline for having a tie firearm as opposed to having the real one, you know? I don't know. See? And like me say, over here, from somebody see with it, a man now go question whether it's real and is that a real or a target. Nobody is gonna do that. You know, see, though over here people will more call and report to them see somebody with a gun, just it's unlikely that anybody's gonna do that in Jamaica. See? And most people now gonna look twice. See, so the tie gonna have the same effect like where the real gun have. See, create the same level of fear and apprehension regardless. Worse if it's a dark area, worse if it's shown one time and then put back under the covers like under a rag or something like that. You know? And a lot of cases, I mean, the preceding violence that usually come with of a gun crime, not necessarily have to happen while the gun is being brandished. You know, a man can brandish the tie, put it under him rag or push it back in him waist and search and rob or take what he want to take and go with it for the individual, you know, recognize, say it's fake. See? So again, the effect exists and it's real and you know, it's undeniable. So we can't really take that from the police officer then. There have always been provision for prop guns, like movie producers, video producers and things like that. There have always been you know, legal leeways where responsible individual, registered individual, probably as a production team or something like that, if they have these type of thing, obviously, you know, so, you know, we're not going to say, well, then that's the case or whatever. If, like the bulk of discovery where the police made the other day, not long ago, where them said them find some illegal gun, some prop gun and thing like that, you know, the position of people. Come on, these guns weren't being used for a video shoot or a movie. Yes, that could have been the purpose of possession, but in that case, these were seen, you know, in a people position, a patrol and a like real gun. You see it. So the purpose of these guns was to create, you know, a intimidatory atmosphere, and that's a fact. Seeing, so we can't really pressure the police and things like that. And a lot of time you hear this conversation, you know, it gives cause to concern where are the people's priority. You know, because common sense is gonna tell you that this is definitely gonna act as a deterrent from the youths them wanting to possess one and then further evolve into, you know, because the thirst, the appetite, not develop when you reach adulthood where your parents are responsible for you. Again, that appetite develop from your child. See, all we usually have a piece of stick. More time you just have a stick with a crook stick where you can fix your hand in the crook and thing like that, and we play a cowboy and Indian and them sort of thing there. You know, see, because we couldn't afford a real looking gun, you know, a tie look like a gun and thing like that. See? Yeah. And you really have less you know, ambition for own something like that and move on further. So, you know, while the law is still developing, so to speak, while there might be area for better clarity regarding tie guns and things like that, it's a valid legislation, I think, particularly at this point in Jamaica. See? Yes, I give thanks. I'm gonna jump on another video, see me right now regarding the whole thing. So, look for it. Police extrajudicial killing. Yes, I bless.
Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warwick LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warwick LTV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I said? Set the bar for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know